Exclusive. Hong Kong billionaire Calvin Low has had his say on Mercedes star Lewis Hamilton as well as offering a route to Mick Schumacher back into F1. Hong Kong billionaire Calvin Low has hinted he would be willing to offer Mick Schumacher a seat in Formula One in the future, and opened up on his feelings about Mercedes star Lewis Hamilton. The ambitious life insurance tycoon is hoping to make a significant investment in F1 in the coming years after holding talks with several teams and is already looking at potential drivers to represent his team, with an entry in 2026 on the cards. Low, who has amassed his £1.4 billion ($1.8 billion) fortune from a business focused on managing high-importance life insurance clients, is interested in bankrolling a team when the new regulations come into force in 2026. Several manufacturers such as Porsche, Audi and VW have explored the possibility of entering the sport when new engine rules are introduced. Low is a huge fan of Ferrari hero Michael Schumacher after watching him begin his era of dominance at Ferrari to pique his interest in F1, and he has heaped praise on his son Mick, the 23-year-old who lost his seat at Haas to Nico Hülkenberg after 2 seasons racing in F1. While the door is not closed on a potential return to the grid in 2024 for Schumacher Jr., with a spot as Mercedes reserve driver also still within his grasp, Low believes he is good enough to earn a seat and insisted it would be an honor to hire the 2020 Formula 2 champion if he was available. Speaking about the influence of Michael Schumacher of his career, Low told Express Sport, "I grew up watching Michael Schumacher, and the reason why he's literally my idol is not the success that he has on track, but the way he thinks, the way he reacts and acts faster in each race. You read how he reacts when he wins or loses, that shapes how I do my business. If you don't get a deal, forget it, move forward. It shaped me, and I am certain it is how Mick is shaped. Growing up watching his dad, it's unfortunate that he lost his seat, but as a driver, every driver on the grid is amazing. I really hope he is able to find a drive somewhere. He obviously has talent, otherwise he wouldn't have been on the grid the last 2 seasons. I feel like any team would find it an honor to have him on their team. He could be a world champion one day." The 45-year-old certainly has the financial power to provide a much-needed cash injection into struggling teams, with a view of potentially taking control of a team. Low is the 43rd richest man in Hong Kong, with his assets and fortune valued at £1.4 billion ($1.8 billion) by Forbes, and his sponsorship could help teams like Haas and Williams, who have been mentioned as potential suitors. When asked which drivers on the 2023 grid he would like in his team, with suggestions of an all-Asian lineup including Yuki Tsunoda and Guan Yu Zhou, Low refused to rule out moves for any driver. "At this stage, any 2 drivers would be great for us," he said. As a 7-time world champion, Hamilton is one of the most decorated in the sport, and that is a fact Low recognizes, with the Canadian-raised businessman rating him as one of the best to grace the sport. However, Low also believes that the strategists and mechanics behind the scenes go under the radar for their work in shaping drivers into the stars they are today.